Welcome to your weekly fantasy football recap. I'm your host, Krim Barflow. This week saw a few upsets as we somewhat return to parity. First up, Houday and the Blowfish continue to outpace the rest of the league with their 210-135 annihilation of Team Cody, led by Jamar Chase and Drake London. Chuck now has a firm command in the points for category with over 100 points, more than the next highest point scorers, Olave Garden, who was able to continue the shameful season for John and the Schmucks. Carried by Kirk Cousin, Dalton easily handled business against John, who couldn't even be bothered to roster a full team, starting Jonathan Taylor, who did not play. Speaking of not rostering a full team, Chris and Team Seymour Audible was able to sneak by Derek and the critical hits. Despite starting the injured Devin Singletary, it is the first loss of season for Derek, and it couldn't be more embarrassing. Did someone say embarrassing losses? Why, it's Team Hot Logs, barely able to crack 100 points against Team Don't Call It a Comeback, and Will Levis's baby arm, led by Joe Burrow, DJ Moore, and the newly acquired Zay Flowers. Grant was able to dominate Logan by a final of 170-111. Now to Milliken Stadium for this week's Game of the Week.
Thanks, Krim. This week's Game of the Week saw defending champions Hakuna and Jigba getting back on track against 2.5 Burrows. It was a high-scoring affair, with both teams earning points for being above the league median. But it was Alex who claimed victory today. No question, he will be looking to use this week's win as a stepping stone back in the right direction. Back to you, Crimmy!
Thanks, Pax. Now a quick look at next week's matchups. Will Derek see 2 losses in a row against Mike? Will Grant spoiling a winning streak before it even starts for Alex? Who will emerge on the right side of 500 when it's 5-5 Olave Garden squares off against the 5-5 team Cody Swam? Is Chuck on a bye this week? No, he's just facing the Schmucks. Best of luck next week, competitors. Especially John.